I am back. And of course, the light doesn't work. I got home from the gym, tired, but still. Let me just plug this in again. See if the light works. It didn't work in the last video, so I didn't turn it on. God damn. You'd think I'd fix this ahead of time, but it's such a weird thing that doesn't work. Let me just set this up. I don't need the light, it's okay, but all right, it works now. I don't know, maybe it's like a sensor or something like that, because there's no button to press. It just has the avatar, the power on avatar, but there's no button. So I don't know. So sleep is important. I just realized I'm gonna play this game. Looked at my analytics, and people with these live videos, it's getting pushed with people who are looking at sleep and borderline. So let's give it a try. But my content, what I'm going to say, is always relative to what I'm thinking. Just the way I title these videos are going to be in tune to that. So it all makes sense anyways. At least it does to me. So why is sleep important? To have good regulation of your emotions, to avoid dysregulation. I mean, there's other things that are included in that, but let's say sleep. When I have lack of sleep, that is one less layer of protection that I don't have, so I am more vulnerable to not being able to control my emotions if something were to happen. Let's say a thought, then those thoughts come up, and it can escalate from that. If I just snapped a hair. That would bother me. I'm okay. Even though I'm tired, but still. That's what I mean. So if I did something like that, and then I would, sleep and hunger, they make it so that I just touched it. See, things like that. Okay, there we go. They would make it so that I would lose it, So you need those layers of protection so that you can actually face stressful, properly gauge a situation, whether it needs emotional dysregulation or not. And then most times it doesn't, You gotta, stop sweating the small stuff. But when you lack sleep, you can't, because already you're effed up. You know what I mean? And then something else comes, and that's the straw that broke the camel's back, as they say. And you just can't handle it. And then you get into catastrophizing, and then you're like, you fuck my life and all that crap. Okay, so that is why sleep is important. Now, yes, I take caffeine, but if I overdo it, I get headaches, and it affects my sleep. Or if I do it, and I do it consciously to try to do more work when I need to, when it gets so many days that I haven't done enough, and I'm trying to fit everything into my life, I just can't do it. And even to brush my teeth, when you're tired and you need to brush your teeth and take a shower, just the basic things. And sometimes I have to either relax until I get that burst of energy to do it, or I have to take some caffeine to do it, or you know what I mean? And then you kind of robbing from Paul to give to Peter, or whatever the expression is. Robbing from Peter to bring to Paul. And then you can't sleep again either. So it's like keeping on the same schedule every day is best, but depends on what you do. Um, I'm in the process of making it better. Okay, I woke up at 7:30. I usually wake up at 4. But if you're at least constant with that, it makes it a little better. But I'm on the process of making it better, but I can't make it 100% better because there are times where I'm working late, or times, you know. But what I started to do is to set the limits with my boss. So he texted me yesterday and said, "Would you like to do a first aid course tomorrow?" And I text him right away and say, "I'm not available tomorrow." That's it. It's not enough money. It's not enough. And you don't ever contact me last minute for that. You set me up as if I'm respectful. If you don't want to do your job, get someone else who wants to do it. But you should be able to do your job. Just because you want to take the day off, you should plan that ahead of time. Because you got to take everyone else's life into concern. You're not taking anyone's life into concern. So I got to take my own life into concern. That's basically what I'm saying. Don't ever do that. You want to see me? You want me to do something? You schedule that shit. Because we're not friends. It's not like, hey, let me drop out of work so I can meet you. And you know what the thing is? He would throw that shit before his wife had a baby, but before his wife would have a baby, his new wife, his second or third wife, wife number, wife number. Let's have a baby for not green card, for permanent residency. So it would be like, oh, can you do this? I'm at the chalet right now. What if I say no? You tell someone if you're going to the chalet. Don't throw that last minute. Like, he would do a lot of that bullshit. And now it's like, I think he gets scared now. Because, like, I don't bend backwards. Sorry. So that's part of it. With dealing with that, then I can kind of try to control my sleep a little bit more. Or at least it's one less stressor, even if I don't sleep enough. And it's about controlling your sleep, controlling your boundaries with people, always trying to move forward, i.e., don't just rest on your laurels. You have to look for alternative situations in case something happens, like COVID and you lose your job, or you lose your job no matter what, or you get a lawsuit coming, or your stocks go down, or all that crap. When you're of sound mind, with good sleep, you're able to face those a little bit more. When you're not, it's like, fuck my life, you know? So doing two things at one time. Just took out all the shed hairs from my head with this goody comb that is to die for. I've had it since 2018 or 2017. I think it's 2018. It was a pack of 2 or 3, and I haven't used the other ones yet. So it's been at least 4 years that I've had this, and it's like in perfect condition. All right, well, that is that. Oh, are there people No, I don't know. Is that why people are on here? Like, is anyone here? Can you tell me if it's good? Can you comment? I think you tend to see. I don't know.